This is the same bird. In the winter, he's just a plain little brown bird. But in the spring, he gets a stunning bright red makeover, all to impress the ladies. This is the linnet, a small and highly sociable finch that you can find in the farmland, heathland, and coastal areas of Europe. They're famous for their beautiful, twittering song, but this humble-looking little bird has a few amazing and clever tricks up its sleeve. I'm going to show you the secret behind their seasonal color change, the unique way they feed their babies, and tell you about the serious trouble this once common bird is facing today. Let's start with the most dramatic thing about them, the red makeover. For most of the year, the male linnet is a pretty unremarkable, streaky brown bird. He blends in pretty well. But as winter ends and the breeding season begins in the spring, something amazing happens. As he molts into his breeding plumage, his forehead, and most noticeably, his chest, flush with this beautiful, deep, rosy crimson color. The more intense the red, the healthier and stronger the male is, making him much more attractive to the females. It's his version of putting on his best suit to go out on a date. And what do they eat on these dates? Seeds. Linnets are what you call granivores, which means they are seed-eating specialists. Their beak is short, stout, and conical, the perfect shape for cracking open small seeds. Their name, linnet, actually comes from their love of the seeds of the flax plant, which is where we get linseed oil. They also love the seeds of dandelions, thistles, and other plants you'd find in weedy, scrubby areas. So they live on these tiny little seeds. But that creates a problem. Their babies are helpless in the nest and can't go find their own food. So how does a tiny parent bird carry enough of these thousands of tiny individual seeds back to the nest to keep a whole family of hungry chicks alive? This is where they show their clever side. Unlike a lot of finches that switch to feeding their babies insects for the extra protein, linnets feed their chicks an almost 100% seed diet right from the start. To transport the food, they have a special pouch in their throat. They'll spend time foraging, stuffing this pouch full of seeds. On the flight back to the nest, the seeds get mixed with saliva and are partially digested, turning into a thick, nutritious seed soup. The parent then regurgitates this high-energy paste directly into the mouths of the chicks. Linnets are also incredibly social birds. While they pair up to raise their families, for the rest of the year, especially in the winter, they form large, noisy, twittering flocks that can have hundreds of birds. They'll fly, feed, and roost together. This provides safety in numbers from predators like sparrowhawks and also helps them find good patches of food more easily. And of course, there's their song. A linnet song is one of the most beautiful sounds of the countryside. It's a fast, rambling, and very melodious mix of twitters, whistles, and trills. They love to sing from a high perch, like the top of a gorse bush or a telephone wire, and sometimes the males in a flock will all sing together in a beautiful chorus. But this beautiful bird and its lovely song are disappearing from our countryside. In places like the United Kingdom, the linnet was once one of the most common farmland birds. But in the last 50 years, their population has crashed by more than half. They are now on the official red list, which is the highest level of conservation concern. The main reason for this is the change in farming. Modern agriculture is so efficient that the messy, weedy field margins and overgrown patches of land where linnets found their food have largely disappeared. Their dinner table has been cleared, and they are starting to starve. So, the linnet is a true gem of the countryside. It's a bird whose males get a stunning red chest every spring to show off. They are seed-eating specialists who have figured out how to feed their babies a unique seed soup they carry in a special pouch. And this once common, beautiful songbird is now in a desperate fight for survival, a silent victim of our changing world. If you want to learn about more of our amazing and threatened local wildlife, make sure you subscribe.